Hey, it's Nate from First Baptist, and I'm smiling right now because it's bringing back memories while I'm doing this video message of the two pastorates that I had that we called parishes, where two churches shared the same pastor. And I did one service at 9 o'clock usually, and the other service was at 11. And I always told the second service, I said, you got the better sermon out of the deal because I was able to practice during the first worship service. So I kind of feel like this is the same way. I don't know how many takes I have done with this video today, but what I can tell you is that this is the best one. And if you watch it and you go, oh, that's not very good, then just imagine how bad the other ones were prior to this. So just a little funny for you today. But I'm out in our courtyard. The grass is green, the birds are chirping, signs of spring continue to come, and how exciting is that? In the midst of difficult times in our lives right now, God still is regrowing and birthing new things, and that's just wonderful. I wanted to talk to you a minute just about our live stream service. The first Sunday that we did this, we had over 250 people who logged in at 10:30 on Sunday morning to watch our service. This doesn't include those who watched the replay or received a DVD copy. This past Sunday, we had over 450 people who watched live with us. This doesn't include people who watched the replay or people who watched Facebook Live or received a DVD copy. This is 450 individual groups. These can be individual people or families who tuned in together. So who knows how many people were watching live on Sunday? How exciting is that? Beyond what we normally have on Sunday mornings, we have a large group of people who are tuning in every week to see what God is up to at First Baptist Church. And I think that is just wonderful. There are some really exciting things that I want you to be aware of that are going to be happening in the next couple of weeks as we go through Holy Week. This Sunday is Palm Sunday. We're gonna do communion, and it's gonna be a little different. I'll raise my hand and say I have never officiated a virtual communion service before, but I'm willing to try it. And what I don't want you to do is to rush out and go grab a little thing of grape juice and small crackers and try to replicate it. I don't want you to get out if you don't have to. I want you to be safe. So I've included in this email different ways that you can participate in the communion service. That may be a tortilla chip, that may be a piece of tortilla or a small piece of bread, and that may be a little bit of water or something else that is a symbol. See, what we have to understand about communion is it is all symbolic of the blood and broken body of Jesus. So it doesn't always have to be a church cracker or a small thing of grape juice. I'm going to be up at the front of the sanctuary. I'll lead us through that time, and I want you to participate in how you feel led. I hope that if you're with your family, that you'll set a nice spot at a table or a little nook somewhere and just make it an extra special time. Even though we're not together, we can celebrate communion with each other. So we're going to plan on doing that. As you know, our live stream begins at 10:30 a.m. But prior to that, we have about 5 minutes for a countdown timer, and then the live stream actually begins at 10:20. So this Sunday, I want you to log in at 10:20. And for the first 5 minutes, you're going to see different announcements that you usually see on Sunday mornings. And then at 5 minutes till of service, Jeff is going to start the countdown timer as he does every Sunday. But this Sunday, I've included a little extra fun. It's trivia. And so I want you, and if you have family with you, join your family around and just have a blast with these trivia questions. I think it will be a lot of fun as you participate together as an individual or as a family. So, and just reach out to me and let me know how that went for you. So we have that planned. I also want to talk just briefly about Easter Sunday. I'm going to miss very much being with my church family on Easter Sunday. There's something special about coming to the church and having different traditions and celebrations, and even in this gazebo over the last year that I was here, I noticed a lot of families get their picture out in this courtyard. So I'm going to miss all of those different things, as I know you will miss those as well. Pastor Melissa is reaching out to families with kids, and in this email you'll also see some guidelines for this. But I think this is going to be super cool, and so I want families with younger kids to participate in this. And there are 3 questions about Easter, and I want somebody in that family to videotape the kids answering those questions. Don't give them a lot of rules or regulations. Allow them to just be free and answer however they want. I think some of those off-the-wall things that are said are going to be some of the best things. And so just videotape them answering those 3 questions, send them into the office, and we're going to put them together. So what will be neat about this is on Easter Sunday morning, kids are going to be able to tune into the live stream and see other kids within their church community answering these types of questions, so it continues to build this community. And so I think that will be a really neat opportunity. So make sure if you're a parent of a kiddo that you participate in this. I think it will be wonderful. We're also trying to incorporate Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, different things that feel familiar to you. For Palm Sunday, the iconic donkey that's in the sanctuary on Palm Sunday morning, it will be there. So be on the lookout for that. On Easter Sunday, we have this celebration at First Baptist. At the very end of the service, some people who want to go and sing the Hallelujah chorus. Now, even though you're at home, you still can sing the Hallelujah chorus. We're going to make that happen. So just be prepared for that. We're trying to provide as many familiar elements as possible, so you feel comfortable worshiping at home, just as you would be here at First Baptist Church. I want to talk just a minute about Easter as I get ready to conclude this video. Easter was this time of celebration. It was a time for celebration for the disciples, that Jesus wasn't just talking a bunch of fluff, and that Jesus was really saying things that were true. That God's Old Testament prophecies were going to come true and did come true. That God's love still prevailed in the midst of tumultuous times. So Easter really is much more than just celebration of certain things. Easter is really a celebration of life and of God's promises in our life. So here's what I want us to understand in terms of Easter Sunday. It's going to feel different and strange, because many of us are used to putting on our Easter best and coming to church and doing certain things. So Easter will be a little bit different in the way that we celebrate. But it doesn't mean that when all of this is lifted and the regulations say that we can come together as a worshiping community and it's safe for us at that time, that we here at First Baptist Churches can't celebrate like crazy, knowing that God is faithful, that God keeps promises. And I fully anticipate and plan to do that. Whenever we are able to come together again, we're going to have that time of celebration. And even though it couldn't be on Easter Sunday, it's going to be on that time where we can come together again. And I look forward to that time, as I know you do as well. I miss you all so very much. And I want you to know that you can reach out to us anytime. We continue to hear from you from time to time, and we really appreciate that. And we'll continue to keep in touch as we are able. So let us know whatever you need. We are here. We love you all. And I hope that you have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you live stream on Sunday. And take care.